Okay, so let's get on today's topic. So, why don't you take action? What is it about taking action that makes you nervous or scared? Why do you become petrified, to make decisions that could actually lead you to the life that you actually want or that could lead you to your purpose? Why do you second guess yourself when it's time for you to elevate and make a change? Like, I know me personally, I used to be petrified, like afraid to make decisions that I knew would help me in the long run because, like I said, as an adolescent or your upbringing, I was groomed to make decisions based off what others thought of me or to people please or um scared of just full potential or what others will do or what will my family think, what will my friends think. And a lot of times too, we're scared of what our friends would think because realistically, we already know that these are not our friends. They're just here for a season. And you're really scared because if you do take that chance or make that decision, these people are no longer going to be in your life. Because once you get on another level, those people are complacent and they no longer fit into your life. So a lot of times people are scared of that too. They're scared to make decisions because they're scared to change their whole outlook on life or their surroundings, friends, work environment, etc. So I get it, but then at the same time, you have to look at, are you content though? Is this what you really want? Is this what you came here for? Because we all came here for something. So if you're complacent and you're in the right spot and you feel like this is the best life can get, then continue doing what you're doing. But if you know that there's something better out there for you, you have to make a decision. You have to make a move. Okay, so what others think of you doesn't matter. I remember I always would think about, oh my God, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna do? And my life became so chaotic that I couldn't even think straight because all of my decisions weren't based on what I wanted. I was doing it based on what others wanted, just to save face or keep the peace. Because I already knew if I was elevating or bringing more or better into my life, these people would ridicule me or feel some type of way about me. So I had to learn how to break out of that. Okay, so you got to remember what others think or what others want doesn't matter. It's about what you want. Okay, so I don't know if this sounds like you, but I was making decisions, like I said, based off what others think or how they would see me, and that's not how you want to live your life. And when I did that, I stayed in this small space because you can't grow if you're not willing to expand or take your journey elsewhere. You're constricting yourself. So you can't really develop into who you're meant to be. So, like, to be realistic, I was afraid of the potential that I could have. So I was scared of success. I was scared of going bigger because I was scared of the attention also that it would bring me. I'm not used to being the center of the limelight. I'm the type of person that likes to kick back, enjoy just being behind the scenes and let someone else take the limelight. But the way that my life was altering itself, everything was pointing to no, you have to get out there, you have to have a voice. We all have a voice. And so I had to shift and I had to get out of my comfort zone. So I'm not saying you have to have a voice and get out there and do what I'm doing, but if you already know, because technically deep inside, we already truly know what we're here for and what we need and what we want. It's just we avoid it or we just have the time pass, or we, like I said, are just content. But what is that bringing you? Is it bringing you happiness, joy into your life? And then a lot of times people want to know, um, for example, why they get like heart disease, or why they shut down. Like, your heart is really telling you, like, when you have disease. So remember, disease is dis-ease. So you're not following your path, your joy. So once your body starts speaking to you, then that really becomes a problem, because you've been suppressing what is truly meant for you and what's out there for you. So then your heart, just begins to shut down, because you're not doing what, brings joy to your heart or to your being, or making space for that. So, like I said, with me personally, I was scared of the attention. And like me, still, I still don't mind being the person in the background. But like I said, I understand now that I was brought up to think that. And as I, got more experience in life and started questioning everything, I was like, why do I feel that way? Why not me? Why not be the center of attention? Why not focus on what I want? Because I start to realize, like, hey, it is about me. So it's also about you. So just remember that, what you want. But I just remember me also being scared too, or being triggered, that, man, this is really going to bring me out my comfort zone, or possibly be placed in a leadership role. With leadership comes responsibility. And I wasn't ready to have that type of responsibility. But then, like I said, life brings you other avenues, or, throws a wrench in your plans. And in like corporate America, I was placed in certain leadership roles to push me towards that way. So even if you try to avoid it, it's going to show up some type of way in your life of what you need to be doing. Okay. So, like I said, I don't know if that's you guys, but I'm just letting you know, the more you try to suppress or step back from what you're truly here for, it's going to show up in different ways. But just for me, I wasn't ready, for the judgment, the who does she think she is talk. I'm sure you guys all heard that. Like, who does she think she is to, start her own business? Or who does she think she is that she can help others? So remember, like, that's just your lower self. When you were cool with that talk with your friends, whatever, it was okay. But now that you're elevating, they're gonna feel some type of ways. That crabs in a bucket mentality. They want to keep you down where they are, because they don't want to see somebody else elevate in front of them. They rather pull you down than to elevate you. So, like I said, even though who does she think she is talk, or who are you to even think you can step outside of yourself, you know, you gotta throw that all to the side. That doesn't matter. Like, literally, what can someone else do to you for making a decision that benefits you? Nothing. They're not going to hurt you. They're not going to place their hands on you. Like, what are you really scared of? You really got to ask yourself and dig deep and ask, what am I truly scared of? Because I know it's deeper than that. But, your upbringing sometimes shows you that, you're capable of small things, so you stay small. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. You're meant to be big. You're meant to blossom. Remember, the only reason too people criticize you or ridicule you is because they actually see your potential in you before you see it in yourself. So thank them, because you must be doing something right. So it's kind of like a sign that, wow, okay, I must be really amazing for you to take your time and energy to focus on what I'm doing when you need to be focusing on yourself. So you got to remember too, these people, they have no direction or sense of self. So since they're frustrated and they see that you do, and they see that you have that potential, they want to try to bring you down. So don't waste time based on how others feel. Go ahead and redirect that and ask yourself, how do you feel? What do you want? Because realistically, when we're all long and gone, like from this earth, no one cares. You're gone, they're gone, and you look back and you're just like, wow, all this time wasted on energy given to other people that really doesn't care about you. Or, like I said, once we're long and gone, because we're only here for a temporary amount of time, none of it mattered. And that's the thing, we keep forgetting we're here temporarily. We walk around like we're here forever and, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next month. We're not guaranteed that time, So we really have to make those changes now. But I'm here to tell you that you are here to go big. You are destined for great things and you are born to do great things. So, like I said, I'm also here to tell you you can't get there from where you are, your current mindset, with that small, mind thinking. You have to transition into that role that you were meant to be in order to make that jump. You have to start making changes now about your mindset of where you want to go, not where you are. So remember, don't pay attention to where you are. That's how you get stagnant. When you focus on what's going on around you, like, oh my God, I have a dead end job, I have horrible friends, or I have a horrible relationship. Don't focus on that. Focus on where you want to be, and that's how you change. Because you got to remember, whatever you put your energy into is what you're going to get back. So if you're focusing on what's in your current space, you're going to get more of that. And then you want to know why. Why do I keep attracting these things, that I don't want in my life? You have to expand and go beyond to where you want to go. So you have to write down what it is that you actually want and then start envisioning yourself already there to make that transition. But also, like I said, going back to being nervous and making decisions, being scared to take action is a learned behavior. Just think about it. So the first time you took a risk, you got burnt. Like, or even if as a kid you touched the fire or you ate something hot, your mom tried to warn you and then you were like, "Oh wow, she was right." So now that's ingrained in your psyche that everything that you try to, take a risk on, you're going to end up getting burnt. So you have to reverse that mindset and say, every time I take a risk, beautiful things come to me. I open myself up to another door of opportunity. You have to switch that. So I know risking it all feels like a gamble, but it's not. I know it seems like it. You got to think about all the rich people, right? They take risks. Like, for example, they don't have savings, they have their money work for them. They don't keep their money just held up. They invest it like in real estate, stocks. The average person, the average Joe, is scared and thinks of scarcity, so they hold on to their money and they call it savings. But realistically, it's not growing. You're just saving it. And then you want to know, like, when it's time for retirement or something happens at your job or you get sick or you can't work anymore, it's hard for you to live off that amount of savings. So you have to think outside the box, get out of your mindset. Like, even when it comes to money, you need to learn to invest, like, let it go. It's just like anything in life. As soon as you let it go, it'll come back to you if it's meant to you, like, meant for you. But if you have that perception like, oh my God, I need it, I can't let go of it, just think of it as, even if you're in a relationship and you smother the guy and you're always calling him and texting him, you're going to run him off because the energy that you're putting out there is you're desperate and needy, or there's a scarcity of men out there. And then you want to know why did he leave? But what happens when you don't care anymore and you flip that energy? Then all of a sudden he's calling you like, what's going on? You know, why aren't you calling me? And we're not gonna go really into depth on that because a lot of that too can be manipulation. And that's a whole nother, beast to slay. But I'm just talking about in general. When you try to hold on to something that's not meant for you, or that you feel you're afraid of letting go of, first of all, it's going to leave anyways. So why even put all that energy into that? Like, think of everything that you tried to hold on to. Like I said, everything is temporary. So why are you holding on to that? Like, there's something better out there for you, but yet you're holding on to the old. So you have to be ready to take that leap and just let go and trust that, there's something better for you. Okay? Um, but like I mentioned, being scared is a learned behavior. So you got to take that risk. You can't hold on to, things that are not meant for you, and it's not meant for you. Like, if you know that marriage or the relationship isn't working, I know it's scared to let go, but there is something better waiting for you. And really think about it. You always look back and you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? I should have did this a long time ago. Why was I just there? And like I said, it's because of us being comfortable and complacent, and we just enjoy comfort. We don't like change. Like, even if you go to class, or you go to the same place every day, we sit in like usually the same chair every day. We don't even move around. Like, it's just ingrained in us to do the same thing over and over again. And we already know what the definition of insanity is. So when you think of that, you really have to, like, trigger yourself mentally to think, why am I doing this? You have to stop. Because literally, sometimes life is just life. Like, we feel like a robot, like we're just going through the motions. You need to just stop, like that saying, stop and smell the flowers, so you can figure out, wait, why am I doing this? A lot of times we're just stuck in just these habitual, like, patterns. So we have to change that pattern. All right. So, like I said, if you want to get to where you want to get to, you have to change your mindset, change your environment, change the way you think. And if you want to get to point B, you got to change where it is you want to go. So, for your destination, you can either stay still and enjoy your comfort, or you can take a chance and really get out there and experience life and experience something new. Stop being scared. Just do it. So I know one thing that helped me get out of my head are, like, the tools I've learned along the way, and one of them is meditating. So meditating helped me shift my perspective and, my outlook on things. And what meditation does, really, for me personally, it like reprograms your mind from negative thinking. So, throughout the day, it's so many thoughts that go through your head. It's hard to control all of them. But sometimes, we'll just vent. Like, you're at work and you're like, oh my God, I'm hungry. This person's getting on my nerves. It's hot. It sucks. Like, why am I making, such a low salary? Like, we don't really realize that we're just spewing out negative thoughts, and that's us creating our reality. So when you meditate, it helps you focus on your thoughts. Like, wait, why am I saying that? And then you flip it and you say, you know what, dang, I do make a really good salary and more money's coming to me. Or, man, this work environment is so amazing that I just got promoted last week. Like, even though it hasn't happened yet, you're manifesting what it is that you want. So I would highly recommend meditating just for like 15 minutes a day. That'll help you reset your negative thoughts and turn them into positive ones. And then you'll start seeing, the shift. So I used to always tell myself, you can either sit on the sideline and watch everyone else living a life, that I want or that I dream of, or you can get out in the game and get bruised up, take some hits, but guess what? You're taking a chance. At least you can look back and say, you know what? At least I tried. At least I got out there. At least I took a risk. You don't want to look back and say, oh, you know what, dang, it's too late now. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't want to get stuck repeating the same patterns, okay? And having your life on repeat. So I get it, you're scared. And this doesn't even have to be just about one particular situation. It can be about several things that you're scared of making a move or a decision. Like I've been there, but you can get all the amazing things that you want by just making a move, you know? Like you don't know what's waiting for you on the other side of the door until you actually open it. So start making those decisions with faith instead of fear because time will fly by and 5 years later, you'll be stuck in a rut thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda. All right. So that's all I wanted to let you guys know about. Just the reason why you don't take action is because you just have to shift, your mindset and the thoughts that you have, in your head and, just get get out of that mindset of being stuck or in fear. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention that I'm having a women's retreat called the Love Expansion Retreat this summer in Puerto Rico this summer. So it's from August 18th to August 21st. The retreat will be like full of methods and tools to help you heal and grow and shift your mindset. So if you feel called, if you're feeling called to do this work or to make that shift, you can reach out to me. You can email me at info@candicecayenne.com, or you can click on the link below if you want more information. We do only have 4 spots left. So let me know if you want to join. And I will talk to you guys soon, all right? Everyone have a beautiful day. Take care.